We're in Bolton, Ontario. We're going to be talking with Anthony and Rachel DeGazon. They've been able to build a great portfolio that's providing cash flows, providing a lot of wealth generation for them and their family, but they've also been able to mix real estate in with their business.
I wasn't that surprised that Paul asked us to be a part of this filming for this episode. I heard he was doing it. I mean, I was excited about the opportunity, hey?
I feel honored.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be able to tell your story. He's been very helpful to us, so being able to share what we've learned, kind of ups and downs of it, is
Hopefully it can help others
will help
as
other
well.
people. Yeah, and that's a good thing, because we need help along the way. So if we can kind of pay it forward a little bit to someone else, that's awesome.
Hey, Paul. Welcome. So glad
to
you
see you,
could
Rachel.
make it. Nice to see you too.
How are you, buddy? I haven't been here in a while. Looks like you've actually set it up for business now.
We've always actually wanted to own a building for our school. An opportunity came up here. This is where our parents come and they hang out. We're all set up for Christmas.
What we love about these old houses, though, Rachel, is just kind of like the molding and the baseboards, the character of the old places, right?
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have this-
we're suckers for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is 1880, before anything was built around it.
Oh yeah, there's nothing there.
There's nothing
Yeah,
there.
there's woods behind us now.
Look how
So it's
little,
just like
look how
it's
little
like a bare
those,
field.
look how little those trees are.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right?
It's kind of neat, eh?
That's pretty cool.
That's 140 years.
Yeah. All of our properties in Ancaster and Peterborough, same vintage.
We're talking about real estate, but we're in a music studio. What came first, the real estate or the music studio?
Yeah.
What was the connection there?
Well, we have to with music school. We have to start with Rachel now.
About 28 years ago now? Wow. Is it 28 years?
Yeah, 95.
So I used to be a school teacher just 10 minutes down the street, grade 7 and 8 for a few years, and then I started at DeGazon Music. And then we had children, and Anthony was in the corporate world.
So then you started the music school while you were teaching.
The community wanted music lessons, so we didn't have kids at the time, and he was working downtown a lot of hours, so I thought, oh sure, I'll pick up a few hours.
At the school, teaching 4/5 core
Yeah.
and 7 and 8 music, and she's like this ball of fire, and everybody's loving her and all the music stuff she's doing.
Rachel does have some good energy.
Yeah, she's cool, right? So of course, everybody goes, man, I want my kids to learn music. Hey, Mr. Gazon, would you teach my children to play some piano?
So that's
after
kind of
school?
how it all started. It was very
Yeah.
organic, and teaching and having the kids, and he had this big job downtown.
Here's what ended up happening. I had these dreams, these professional dreams, like where you'd like to go in the company and stuff like that. And some of them started to happen. And then when I got there, it was like, oh my goodness, how much they required of you to work. A change was necessary.
There was a time when you were working, I was working, and we have our children, and we said, what's most important in life? Most important is God, family, health, and all those things were taking the back burner. We wanted more time with our kids.
The closer you got to the goal, the less freedom and life you had.
Exactly.
It was like this bait and switch, and I didn't see it coming.
Go to school, get a job, work
Yeah.
hard. The government and your employer will take care of you. And when has that ever been true?
Pay off the house right away.
Yeah. 1 out of 10 times maybe,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
just, it's not your parents' fault. It was more society. It's
Yeah.
more what they were taught.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do their best for you, right?
And there may have been a day when it worked.
Correct.
And I think the days passed.
It's long gone.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another way of.
Maybe there's a better way.
Maybe there's a better way, and we'll have to figure what that is.
Right.
But it's worth looking.
In terms of real estate, truthfully, we had nobody until we met Rockstar, until we met
Yeah.
you. The greatest part in meeting you and having somebody come alongside us, I think that's it, is just having somebody come alongside us, even with this property.
How does
Yeah.
this work?
How does this work?
Do these numbers make sense? What am I missing?
It was missing for me. I was reading books when I was younger.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I had someone saying, okay, you know enough. Like, you need to do stuff now.
Yeah, the tipping
Grab
point.
you by the back
Yeah.
of the neck and make you do
do
something.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what pushes people
I
forward.
think a lot of people are in that state.
Why try and make all the mistakes yourself and figure it out yourself?
You don't need to reinvent the wheel.
I don't think there's nothing really redeeming in that. Why increase the risk and decrease the likelihood of you actually being successful?
When you're dealing with so many different investors from so many different walks of life who want to achieve different things,
Yep.
you kind of have to be open to helping people kind of fulfill whatever
Do what
they
they want, what they're needing. Yeah. That makes it.
Exactly. I'm full of cheesy analogies, and the best one I have is building a portfolio or building a business is like going to a custom tailor and getting a men's suit. Yours might be black and mine might be blue.
Yeah.
Mine might be double breast and yours might be a single breast, but it works for you. So, you guys started the business. You both quit your jobs, and most of the people I talk to are sort of in that same mindset, but they're using real estate as their means to kind of transition out of the corporate world or the JOB or the 9 to 5 kind of thing. But you guys were already in business, and then you decided real estate was going to become part of your business also. Real estate obviously pays you more over a period of time. It's not a get rich quick scheme, certainly.
Not really.
It's a kind of a get rich slow scheme. So you bought this place in 2015.
Yeah.
And you immediately had some hurdles.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, the place was empty. Beautiful place, great location. We're the suckers for the old, the
100-year-old houses.
The century homes. This was the first one of them. We're in the basement. I was working with one guy, the heating contractor, and then another contractor comes running over. Anthony, come over.
That was a disaster.
So I ran over there, and we basically slid on a sheet of ice in the main floor of this house. And this is the one that was all fit. It was like, this is the new place.
Yeah.
It was finished.
The final
all I was
knobs.
doing was putting
It was
new knobs on the thing,
totally
right?
renovated.
And it's like, we look, and out of the ceiling of the living room, it's dropped, and there's this waterfall.
Oh my God.
It's like destroyed.
Oh my goodness. It was like the disaster because, you do your plans. This is the one that's going to give us all the income first, and all the plans, and then it's like, oh my goodness, this is blowing up. It's impossible.
This is the stereotypical thing that everyone's afraid about.
Yeah, the thing
specifically happens.
The thing happens.
The thing happens.
The thing
But
happens.
there's a solution to every problem. See?
Hey Paula, do you have a template for this? I've done this before. Hey Paul, can you send me a sample?
Yeah, my 4 favorite words are, we got your back.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
So you bought this property 2015. It's now 2022. How much has that property gained in value?
If I was conservative, I'd say it tripled. Just, with different techniques that we've learned, the money that we put in, we've got out.
How much total cash flow would you say you're producing?
About $45,500.
About $4,500 to $5,000 a month.
Yep.
For some people, that's enough to say, okay, I don't need my job anymore. I can focus on having a music school or, spending more time with my kids or doing whatever it is that their lifestyle is calling them to do. You have 17 units in total between all your properties, 17 rental units.
Yep.
And do you know how much gross income you're producing in those?
Yeah, the gross, about $250,000.
So it's about $250,000 in gross income.
And of course, we don't get to keep all of that. A lot of that gross income is going towards, it's being put into the building.
Right.
So it's paying down the building, it's paying for the people that maintain the building for you.
Absolutely.
It's
You're getting a return on a lot of that.
yeah, absolutely. And then there's some left over, which is wonderful. We take that money that we would have been allocating it to our RSPs. Now we can allocate it to
Improving your lifestyle.
And just think about the window of time too. Like, we're a little bit older than you. What's the point in getting it when you're 70 and it's kind of like, oh, we got our cottage. So is it about the lifestyle or is it about the asset?
It's worth going through the ups and downs of it because there are problems that need to be solved, and real estate can help do that.
Seek mentorship, seek coaching,
Mm-hmm.
find someone who's been where you want to go and ask for their help.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, don't take stupid risks. And the third thing would be to bridge the gap. Meaning, if you're gonna quit your job or take on a new venture, make sure you're covering yourself for 6 months or 8 months. Maybe start your real estate as a side hustle before you go full time.
Have faith that you've made this life decision and this is the path that you're choosing, and in the long term this is good. And one little blip, it's nothing compared to the benefits.
Rachel, you've become a professional problem solver.
I think so.
Because in your business, you have no choice.
Right.
And in real estate, the buck stops with you, let's say.
Right.
And even if you're not good at it at the beginning, you kind of force yourself to get good at it, and that's what helps you grow. Going forward, we're going to keep in touch with each other and do some more mentoring and do some more coaching on how to improve the assets they already have to continue that wealth generation and that cash flow cycle. Sometimes the best value for your time and your money is to improve the assets you already have. And I think given the multifamily properties they have and how they've mixed real estate with their business, there's going to be some tremendous improvements they can make to what they already own to create even more freedom for them and their family.
As you're looking for who you want to work with, you have to find that there's got to be some level of connection, right? You're going to build some trust. Do they match your energy? Do they match your interest or excitement for what you're looking to do?
Paul was great.
You checked off those boxes,
Yeah,
right?
he was great because he was very open to what we wanted as well.
Like he was excited about the opportunity for us to get into this.